Hey YouTube land, it's Dicanderous here doing another action figure review. Now, I haven't posted any videos in a while since I got back about a week ago, so sorry for the delay. I've been kind of going through stuff and got a few more things that I unboxed and that I've been trying to get around to doing reviews of. This being one of them. So this is the Married with Children's Funko set. This is a 3¼ inch figure set of all four characters from the TV series. If you're not familiar with Married with Children, it was a very popular series in the 90s. And it centered around this chap here called Al Bundy and his family. Basically, he was the run-of-the-mill kind of worker who was like downtrodden and everything never went his way kind of thing. He was supposed to be the big football star, and he ended up selling shoes, and basically all his dreams are squashed before they even happened. But it was a comedy and had very comedic elements. One of the characters in it was Peggy, who is his wife, and you may, if you go back and watch the shows and you hear her voice, you will recognize her as the voice of Leela from Futurama. The guy who played Al, Ed O'Neill, went on to do Modern Family. He was the chap that was married to Sofia Vergara, I think her name is. So Kelly Bundy did a few things. She did Christina Applegate. She did the comedy with what's his name? The guy that did Elf. Name for gone out of my head. The Ron Burgundy Anchorman film. She was the in the first one, she was the second anchor that takes the spot of the female anchor. And then you got Bud Bundy. I'm not sure what he's done himself. The actor who portrayed him, he might have gone on to do other stuff. I don't remember seeing him pop up in other stuff, but they've all gone on to do other things. In fact, I think the actress who played Peg, who I can't remember her name, also starred in Sons of Anarchy as one of the, I think it was the mother of one of the main characters. So she's had a few roles over the years, but it all sort of kicked off back with Married with Children. So sorry about the temporary review station. I'm kind of in between setting up a new space at the moment. So for measurement, if I just bring in my measuring tape, you can see Peg stands around 4 inches with the hair. Al stands in just under 4, around 3¼ inch. And the two kids should be a small bit smaller, so 3.5 for Kelly, even though she's wearing high heels. Dropping the figures. And Bud is the shortest, just under the 3.5 inch mark. So if I just move the figures out of the way for a second, I'll just showcase the box. So on the back of the box you have the Married with Children Hollywood sign in the back, image of the actors, so Al, Peg, Bud and Kelly. Then you have Funko, Sony Pictures, all rights preserved. Then you got all the legalese stuff on the bottom, and it's in this kind of brick style box with kind of moss, or is it kind of like ivy growing on the top. And then you have a picture of all the figures in the set. The only character I don't think they had, that they didn't do, and it is a shame to have a complete set, is they did the family used to have a dog, and I think it was called Buck, if I remember correctly, and I think it was kind of a reoccurring character every so often, so kind of would have been cool to have the dog as well to complete the family set. Funko did put up a petition recently for another set, what set they should do, and one of the other character sets that they were saying that they might do was Alf. It was like a vote. I'd love to see a Tanner family set with Alf himself. Would be a cool kind of convention set. This was, again, actually this was a fall convention. I'm not sure if it was a San Diego Comic-Con convention or just I'm not sure if the fall convention is a separate thing altogether, but it was sold there. So articulation wise, all the figures have the same articulation. So Kelly has a ball jointed head. Now her hair sculpt does get in the way of her head movement. Her arms can go out that much. Rotate all the way around, single joint at the elbow, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, forward on the hips, back on the hips, and a single joint on the knees, and she does have peg holes. For Peggy, she's wearing high heels as she did in the show. You have a swivel in the head. Again, head sculpt does hinder a bit of the turning. You can get turned left and right, a little bit up and down, a little side to side, but you can't do a 360 because of the hair sculpt. The arms can go out that much. The top of her jumper does kind of hinder the movement a bit. Rotate arms all the way around. Single joint in the elbow. Forward on the hips. Knee, single joint knees. She does have peg holes. She's wearing high heels, so she might need the additional stand to help support her, but she doesn't actually come with a stand. None of the figures do. So for Al, he has 360 in the head. You can look left, right, get a few bit of tilt, a little bit of up and down, a little bit of wiggle. Shoulders can go out that much. He has a single joint at the elbow as well. No swivel in the wrist, no swivel in the elbows. Forward, seated position, and single jointed knees, and nothing in the feet. The other figures have nothing in the feet either for rotation. And then onto Bud, you have a single jointed elbow. Arms can go out that much. Head again is on a swivel or on a ball joint. He can do the 360s. Hair sculpt doesn't exactly get in the way. He does have long hair, but it doesn't get in his way. Single jointed knees and forward, and not much back because of the jean sculpt. He does have a elbow joint on this elbow, but my one seems to be really it's really stuck on mine. So it does work on this one, not too bad, but I need to unstick the one on this one. But he does look pretty good. The whole family set looks pretty well done. I know the Funko kind of sculpting is a little softer than like super high quality detail like the Black Series, what's it called, the real scan or whatever they're calling the facial scan technology that they do. So they're a bit softer than those, but all in all, really cool set. I do recommend picking them up. So as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and please feel free to pick up a set of these figures if you can. They do tend to be pricey on the secondary market, but I did manage to find this one for about $10, so just shop around and you should be able to get a good deal on one. So there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick review, and sorry again about if the lighting is off a bit and if it looks a bit dark, but I'm trying to set up a new review station with proper lighting and better sound. So as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Cheers guys.